They can't seem to escape the thoughts of you that flood their mind day and night. Every little thing reminds them of you, from the way you laugh to the depth of your conversations. They've realized that you've become a part of their daily routine, a constant presence they can't shake off, no matter how hard they try. Every time they close their eyes, they see your face. Your memory lingers in every corner of their mind, leaving them restless. They've come to understand that these thoughts are not fleeting. They're rooted deep within, a sign that their feelings for you are far more intense than they ever anticipated. They didn't expect you to become such an integral part of their thoughts, but now they can't go a moment without thinking of you. Every time they try to focus on something else, their mind drifts back to you, as if you're the answer to every question they didn't know they had. Their mind is a maze, and every path leads back to you. They've realized that you're not just a passing thought, but a permanent resident in their heart. You've taken root in their soul, and now, no matter where they go or what they do, thoughts of you are always there, guiding their every move. The more they think about you, the more they realize how much you've changed their life. You've become a constant presence in their thoughts, like a melody they can't get out of their head. They didn't plan for this, but now they're starting to see that maybe this is exactly what they needed. You've woven yourself into the fabric of their thoughts, and now they can't untangle themselves from you. Every memory, every thought is colored by your presence. They've come to realize that you're not just a passing phase. You're someone they can't imagine their life without. They've tried to push you out of their mind, but you keep coming back stronger than before. Every time they think they've moved on, something reminds them of you, pulling them back into the whirlwind of emotions they thought they'd left behind. Now, they're starting to see that maybe they don't want to forget you after all. You're the first thought when they wake up and the last before they sleep. They've realized that you've become the anchor to their day, the steady presence that keeps them grounded. No matter how chaotic life gets, the thought of you brings them a sense of calm they can't find anywhere else. They didn't realize how much you meant to them until they couldn't stop thinking about you. Now, every moment apart feels like an eternity, and they can't help but wonder if you're thinking of them too. They've come to understand that you're not just in their mind, you're in their heart, and that's a connection they can't ignore. No matter how busy they get, thoughts of you always find a way to creep in. They've realized that you've become a part of their subconscious, the voice in the back of their mind that they can't silence. It's clear now that you've left a lasting impression on them, one that they're not sure they want to erase. You're the shadow that follows them everywhere they go, a constant reminder of what could be. They've realized that you've become an integral part of their thoughts, a presence they can't escape. Even when they try to focus on other things, you're always there, just beneath the surface, waiting to be acknowledged. They've come to see that thoughts of you are not just a distraction. They're a sign of something deeper. Every time they think of you, it's like their heart skips a beat, reminding them that you've touched them in a way no one else has. They've realized that you're more than just a memory. You're a part of their future. Every time they hear your name, it's like a jolt to their system, they've realized that you've become a trigger for emotions they didn't know they had. No matter how much they try to deny it, thoughts of you are always there, lurking in the background, waiting to be acknowledged. They've tried to move on, but every time they do, something pulls them back to you. They've realized that you're not just a fleeting thought, you're a part of them now. Every time they think of you, it's like a piece of their heart is calling out, begging to be reunited. You've become a part of their daily routine, a thought that lingers long after the conversation ends. They've realized that you've imprinted yourself on their mind, and no matter how much they try to distract themselves, you're always there, a constant reminder of what they truly want. Their mind is like a storm, and you're the eye of it. They've realized that no matter how chaotic things get, thoughts of you bring them a sense of peace they can't find anywhere else. You've become their refuge, the place they go to when the world gets too overwhelming. They've realized that no matter how far they run, thoughts of you always catch up to them. You're the echo in their mind, the constant whisper that reminds them of what they're missing. They've come to understand that you're not just a memory. They're still deeply connected to you in ways they can't fully explain. Every time they think they've moved on, your memory pulls them back. They've come to realize that their thoughts of you aren't just lingering, they're an anchor. You've become a part of their mental landscape, and now they see that you're someone they can't easily forget, even if they wanted to. You've become the melody that plays on repeat in their mind, a tune they can't get out of their head. They've realized that you've become the soundtrack to their life, with every thought of you replaying like a song that holds deep meaning. It's clear to them now that you're not just a fleeting fancy. You're an integral part of their story. They've come to understand that their thoughts of you are like waves. They come in strong, washing over them with memories and emotions they thought were buried. No matter how much they try to suppress it, the tide of their thoughts always brings them back to you, reminding them of what they once had. You're the spark that lights up their thoughts, the fire that keeps their mind warm in the coldest moments. They've realized that you've ignited something within them that can't be easily extinguished. Even in your absence, they feel your presence, like a flame that continues to burn long after the match is struck. Every time they try to distract themselves, you're there, like a persistent thought that refuses to be ignored. They've realized that you've become more than just a passing fancy. You're a significant part of their mental world, occupying space in their thoughts that no one else can claim. They've tried to convince themselves that you're just another memory, but the truth is, you're much more than that. You've embedded yourself in their mind, creating a lasting impression that they can't shake. Every thought of you brings with it a mix of emotions, making them realize just how deeply you've touched their heart. You've become the constant thread in the fabric of their thoughts, weaving your way through every memory, every moment. They've realized that you're not just a fleeting thought. You're a part of the very tapestry of their life, a presence that they can't simply unravel and forget. They've come to see that you're the calm in the storm of their thoughts, the steady anchor that keeps them grounded. Even when everything else is chaotic, thoughts of you bring them a sense of peace they can't find elsewhere. You've become their refuge, a safe haven in their mind where they can escape to whenever they need comfort. You're the dream they can't wake up from, the vision that lingers long after the night has ended. They've realized that thoughts of you have seeped into their subconscious, becoming a part of their inner world. Every time they close their eyes, they see you, and every time they open them, they wish you were there. They've come to accept that you're the ghost in their mind, haunting their thoughts day and night. No matter how much they try to forget, your memory lingers like a shadow that refuses to fade. They've realized that you've left an indelible mark on their psyche, one that they're not sure they'll ever be able to erase. You've become the compass that guides their thoughts, always pointing them back to you. They've realized that no matter where they go or what they do, thoughts of you are never far behind. You've become their true north, the one constant in a world full of uncertainty. They've come to understand that you're the pulse of their thoughts, the steady beat that keeps their mind alive. Every time they think of you, it's like their heart races, reminding them of the intensity of their feelings. You've become the rhythm of their thoughts, a presence that they can't ignore. You're the star that lights up their night, a constant presence in the darkness of their thoughts. They've realized that you've become the guiding light in their life, illuminating their path even when everything else is shrouded in shadows. Thoughts of you are like a beacon, leading them back to the warmth and comfort of your memory. They've come to see that you're the foundation of their thoughts, the solid ground on which their mind stands. Every time they think of you, it's like they're reminded of what really matters in life. You've become the cornerstone of their mental world, a presence that they can't simply walk away from.